What's up, YouTube? I'm back with another video. And so I was making a Joker video, that's why I've been away for a few days. But news came out that Jon Stewart has just been casted in the Lanterns TV show, in the DCU by James Gunn and all that stuff for the new DC stuff. And there's been a lot of controversy and everyone's flipping their lids about it. And I just wanted to talk about it, alright? So Aaron Pierre has been cast as Jon Stewart in the Lantern series, and Twitter's been up in arms, alright? Everyone's been up in arms about it. And so the reason why everyone is upset, well, people on Twitter, I don't really, Twitter isn't a real place, but the genuine consensus of the people online, people are pretty upset about it. Aaron Pierre is of a lighter shade than Jon Stewart normally is in the comics and cartoon, and people think he only got this role because of the recent Netflix film Rebel Ridge. And basically that James Gunn has been on Twitter and just saw the fan casting and picked that. What are my thoughts on the casting? Honestly, I was one of the few that was up for it because I saw Rebel Ridge. I thought it was like, okay, this is fire. I like his energy, his charisma. If you wanted someone from Jon Stewart, I can see it. I can see the pipeline from if you saw this film and you say you wanted someone to play Jon Stewart, I can see it. Okay, there are tons of other actors that could have played Jon Stewart, but if you went this direction, me personally, I wouldn't be mad at it. I wouldn't be sitting here upset, flipping the tape, right? Because you could have cast someone crazy, right? You know, it's pretty decent. It's kind of like the middle of the road pick. Like I'm not sitting here upset about it, but when it comes to that people are screaming colorism, they picked him because he was light skinned and they don't want a dark skinned brother to be Jon Stewart. I understand that as well. I understand the frustration. Even the creator of Jon Stewart was like, hey, when I write Jon Stewart, I'm envisioning a dark-skinned man because there are dark-skinned black people and he should be of a darker shade of black. Which is, I mean, he's the creator. It's not, listen. I get if it was just like, oh, random person on the internet, you know what I mean? Or people like, oh, you know, blah, blah, blah. But listen, if the creators say, hey, when I created the character, I wanted it this way. And it's just like Mr. Terrific. Mr. Terrific has always been a dark-skinned black man. So it's like, it's not really like a big issue. And you cast a Mr. Terrific that looks exactly like the book. But it could be another situation of, hey, the acting, you know, when they did the test screening, the audio, whatever they did or whatever, it just worked the best with him. I mean, I would rather prefer you pick someone that is good, that works with what you're going with, than trying to get the best look-alike and it doesn't really fall through. But I'm part of the minority. If people are people are legit pissed off about this, and I understand why. I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, what's wrong with a light-skinned brother? I get it. You want representation of what you look like, what you are. Like, I'm a black man. Listen, I get it. I'm not gonna sit here and start yapping. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, how dare you feel this type of way? Because that's ridiculous, okay? But at the same time, I can see both sides like Chanel. You know what I mean? Shout out Frank Ocean. I'm not gonna sit here and be up in arms. I'm not gonna sit here and flip a table. I will be seated. I don't like the Hal Jordan pick. I don't really care for. We're gonna have the main Green Lantern that everyone knows be older. You know what I mean? The pull off, like, basically it's kind of like an Ant-Man type beat. Like if we're being honest here, James Gunn is kind of like 1 for 3 in terms of casting for Hal Jordan. I don't like where they're going with the Green Lanterns at all, but this one is the one I'm like okay with. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, how dare you? You know what I mean? And you know what's crazy about this? It's so funny to see the 180 flip of this casting, because when Rebel Ridge dropped, everyone and their mom was like, okay, he should be Jon Stewart. You can go on the internet and be like, okay, this is the guy. And there's also the thing of like, people don't really know. You see one actor, like, people's like, oh, Timothy Chalamet should be Robin in Spider-Man because he's a young actor that's white. So it's like, I get it. I understand people don't not know that many actors, but it's like, let's not sit here and act like people was not sitting here like hoping that he gets to be Jon Stewart. Like, I don't know what this delusion came from. Was like, oh my god, you made the horrible decision. It's not like Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor, where everyone was like, how did you get here? It's not like that, where he was like, yo, chill out. Let's reel it back here. I don't like where this is going at all. I don't like this at all. But I do understand the frustration. Also, it kind of sucks for Aaron Pierre, because it's like, you know, he finally gets this big break in like getting like a high production, you know, not high production, but like, you know, a high tier film movie role and shit like that. And everyone is coming out of the droves talking about you should not be casted as this thing. I get it. I see, once again, I see both sides. I understand completely both sides of the argument here. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I'm upset and throw a fit about it, but at the same time, I'm one of the ones that was wait and see. Like, if it comes out and it's like, damn, like, it doesn't really work, like, I wish, like, the more I'm thinking about it, it's like, this would have been avoided if you, at the point, just pick up, like, you know what I mean? It's just like, just pick the fucking guy that looks the most like a character, I guess. Because no matter what you do, James Gunn, people are gonna bitch about it anyway. And I know it was probably, we picked the best actor for the job, but, you know. And also looking mad sketchy when Rob Liefeld tweeted like earlier today about like, oh, we're celebrating the creation of Jon Stewart, and the creator, like the quote itself of him talking about how he envisions every time he draws Jon Stewart, he draws him as a dark-skinned man because that's how he wanted the character to be. How that post immediately got deleted, and he put another post talking about congratulations, or what was it? Outstanding casting to someone that isn't anywhere near a dark-skinned black man. But that looks scary. Like, it's getting kind of scary out here if it's like, oh, you know, it's bad. But I don't know. It's funny how people are like, oh my god, he's just James Gunn is just following casting from Twitter, when everyone, their mom was bitching him on about how Jordan being cast as an older white dude. So, and I put this tweet up on my Twitter. You can follow me. I'm not calling it X. It was like, so James Gunn is 100% picking Twitter fan cast, huh? And then under that was the same thing. Another tweet was like, Jensen Ackles is 100% going to be DCU Batman. And it's just funny as hell. It's just showing like everyone on the timeline reacting the same way of like, why would you cast? And it's like, once again, it's nothing against the guy's acting ability, but at the same time, why would you cast someone that is a far lighter skin than, you know, the depicted character as one of the most famous dark skinned characters? It's like, I don't know. That's why it's getting scary out here. It's getting scary, okay? I don't like, want more things to come out about the DCU. It's like, you know what I mean? Now people are saying James Gunn is a Marvel plant, and he is sent to destroy the DCU. But like, at this rate, the way DC is going with the Joker bombing and all the other stuff coming out about the DC and how things are flopping, Superman has to be the greatest film ever. Because I don't know, if they take another flop, the DC brand might be done. Like, it is legit. Like, James Gunn need some magic to be working. Because I don't know. And you know what's so funny? Every time James Gunn takes an L in terms of the audience opinion of James Gunn's DCU, the Snyderverse cult comes out of nowhere talking about, you know what director really had an idea? Zack Snyder. It's like, bro, knock it off, okay? It's over. It's done. Let it go. You know who Zack Snyder did cast as a Green Lantern? The Green Lantern that didn't even show up in his own fucking movie. Like, let it go. God damn. Like, he didn't show up, okay? This Jon Stewart that you're seeing fan art from does not exist, alright? Let it go. Because if he really was supposed to show up in Justice League, they would have put it in his fucking movie, okay? Which he had full creative control over, right? Like, Jesus Christ. We're still on this. It's 2024. It's gonna be 2025. Jeez. While editing this video, more information has come out. So James Gunn has replied to a fan that asked him, James, did Rebel Ridge convince you guys to cast him? And he said, no, his screen test convinced me. And so this is just going on again. Like, listen, if it's the best actor possible for the role he's trying to do, I honestly say go with it, okay? People are up in arms, which is understandable if they have issues with colorism. But the people are saying, oh my God, you're just doing this because of Twitter fan cast? Shut up, my God. Jeez Louise, it is ridiculous. It's like the same niche of people that like, oh, when we cast a Doctor Doom, he has to be from a country that doesn't fucking exist. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Because y'all don't have that same energy for casting y'all do like. Is Tom Holland Jewish? No. Y'all don't give a damn about him being Spider-Man. Like, what are we doing here? Please. And I already know what some people are going to say. Does that mean you can cast a white guy as Black Panther? Don't hit me with that argument. Don't you dare, okay? Because that is not the same thing at all. It's not the same thing at all, okay? Jeez Louise. I understand, like, once again, because I know some people who are going to comment do not understand what I'm saying here. If you have issues with colorism and the fact that he's not as dark as you, as Jon Stewart is normally portrayed. Understandable, completely agree. I see your arguments as well. But if you're on that side of, oh my god, this is just a Twitter casting and I don't like it because he's on Twitter and they cast a popular actor, shut up. My god. And just keep the same energy. If you're on the side, stay on the side, bro. I'm just saying. Me personally, I'm in the middle. I don't really give a fuck. I'm just like, oh, this is cool. This is nice. I'm not really on the, oh my god, this is the worst thing ever. Because you could have had someone like, I don't know. You could have had Drake playing Jon Stewart. And then we would have been the same. But now I would have been up and arms storming something at the window. But like, that's besides the point. But yeah. And those are my thoughts. Let me know down below what y'all think. Do y'all think this is a miscast? Do y'all like it? Do y'all not like it? What are your thoughts on the whole Twitter thing? They're freaking out about it. I'll be in the comments down below. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share. I'm out. Peace.